Hello, I'm Linda Walker from Fitness Everyday 360. If you are looking for a great sugar-free, low-carb alternative to traditional cream cheese brownies, you've found it in these chewy, chocolate, keto cream cheese brownies. Curb your chocolate cravings without the guilt and still stick to your low-carb or ketogenic diet. Please subscribe to my Fitness Everyday 360 channel for upcoming related videos. Fudgy Keto Cheesecake Brownies with a thick cheesecake swirl. An easy keto dessert. One of the most popular recipes on this site is my favorite double chocolate peanut butter cheesecake brownies, and for good reason. They are delicious. Since I've been trying the keto diet, I wanted to come up with something similar, but way fewer carbs. These keto cheesecake brownies are fudgy, rich brownies with a sweet, thick cheesecake swirl. They are just what you need when you want a low-carb dessert. Keto Cheesecake Brownies. Fudgy keto cheesecake brownies with a thick cheesecake swirl. An easy keto dessert. #keto #gluten-free. For these brownies you will make a nice fudgy brownie batter. It will be quite thick, so when you scrape it into your baking pan, make sure you spread it evenly all the way to the corners. The cheesecake filling is also thick, so creating a really pretty swirl effect is difficult. Just swirl the mixture the best you can, but be careful not to overmix it so you do have those nice big cheesecake layers. See the photos below for step-by-step photos. Fudgy keto cheesecake brownies with a thick cheesecake swirl. An easy keto dessert. #keto #gluten-free. These brownies are made in an 8x8 square pan. If cut into 9 equal squares, they come to 2.4 net carbs. I actually prefer to cut them even smaller, into 18 little rectangles, making them 1.2 net carbs per slice. Sometimes my sweet tooth hits me a little harder, so I like cutting them smaller, because if I come back for seconds, I still didn't do too much damage. Serve these with some ice-cold almond milk or with a warm cup of coffee for an afternoon pick-me-up. Fudgy keto cheesecake brownies with a thick cheesecake swirl. An easy keto dessert. #keto #gluten-free. Nutrition: calories 1423 cal, fat 121 grams, carbs 65 grams, protein 44 grams. Click here for full nutrition, exchanges, and my plate info. Esha logo. Keto cheesecake brownies. Save recipe, print recipe, my recipes, my lists, my calendar. Ingredients. For the brownies, 8 tablespoons butter, melted 3/4 cup swerve granulated sugar substitute. Erythritol only, no substitutions. 1/3 cup unsweetened cocoa powder, 2 eggs, beaten 1/2 teaspoon salt, 3/4 cup almond flour. For the cheesecake layer, 4 ounces softened cream cheese, 3 tablespoons swerve sweetener. Confectioner's best here instead of granulated, but granulated will work if it is all you have. 2 tablespoons heavy cream, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. Instructions. Preheat oven to 350 degrees. Line an 8x8 baking pan with parchment paper and set aside. In a mixing bowl, combine the melted butter, swerve sugar substitute, and cocoa powder until completely combined. Mix in the eggs, stir well. Add the almond flour and salt, stir well. The mixture will be thick. Spread the brownie mixture to all 4 corners of your baking pan, set aside. In a blender or food processor, add the cream cheese, swerve sugar substitute, heavy cream, and vanilla extract and blend for 15 seconds. Scrape down the edges and blend again. Spoon the cheesecake mixture in lumps onto the brownie batter, and swirl. Both the brownie and the cheesecake layer are quite thick. They will probably not create beautiful swirls, but the thickness does create really great layers of sweet cheesecake and fudgy brownie. Bake for 20 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. Allow to cool and slice. Store in the refrigerator. Nutritional information is an estimate. I have made these keto cream cheese brownies several times now. If you have been a reader for any length of time, you know that I love to bake. I would take baking over cooking, crafting, and even DIY any day. So when I started this thing called the ketogenic diet, I thought my baking days were over. Quick and easy Mexican 7-layer dip. Well, luckily for me and you, they aren't over, but rather they take a little bit more trial and error. I've already learned how typical flours, leavening agents, and sugar behaves in traditional baking, but now I am learning a whole new way to bake. Read also, Keto and Low-Carb Aldi Shopping Guide. C. Sugar alcohols like erythritol and xylitol ** behave differently in recipes than sugar does. It took me making these keto cream cheese brownies a few times to learn that erythritol needs time to soak into a liquid. I've also learned that coconut flour absorbs liquid like you wouldn't believe. That's why it's best to add it into a recipe in small increments rather than at once. A recipe also takes much less of it than it would of regular all-purpose flour. All of these tips I've learned slowly from trial and error, but I know I have so much more to learn when it comes to keto baking. But in the meantime, we can all enjoy these delicious keto cream cheese brownies. Updated January 2019 *****. I have since discovered that I prefer baking with swerve sweeteners. Not only is the taste the best I've found, but it comes in 3 forms: granulated, brown, and powdered. Powdered swerve is great for frostings or for no-bake desserts. The brown sugar swerve is awesome in some chocolate chip cookies, and granulated swerve is fine in a recipe like these keto cream cheese brownies. Chewy and fudgy keto cream cheese brownies. ****. I just want to add that if you use xylitol in your household, please be sure that it is out of reach of your 4-legged friends. Let me go into a little bit of detail about how xylitol affects our pets. For us, it's a great sugar substitute and most people actually prefer the taste of it to erythritol. For our pets though, if they ingest any xylitol, even in a small amount, it can be fatal. Their bodies react to xylitol as they would to sugar, secreting insulin to lower their blood sugar levels. The problem is though, that xylitol doesn't raise their blood sugar levels. So in fact, the body is producing insulin and lowering their blood sugar level, sending them into hypoglycemia. Hypoglycemia is deadly if not treated immediately. The scary part is that xylitol is in our sugar-free gum, which is easy for a pet to find on the ground, and even some peanut butter. So please be very careful with using this around your pets and never give your pet something that has xylitol in it. Chewy and fudgy keto cream cheese brownies. Tips for making keto cream cheese brownies. Definitely make the cream cheese layer first, as once the brownie batter is made it will quickly stiffen up. The coconut flour absorbs moisture super fast. If you make the brownie batter first, by the time the cream cheese batter is made the brownie batter will be too thick to swirl or marble. If you want to really get that marbled cheesecake brownie to look, add a little bit of heavy cream, approximately 2 tablespoons, to the top brownie batter portion right before layering it on top. This will help with marbling. As with any keto dessert, these do have a different texture than traditional brownies made with all-purpose flour. This is due to the egg, coconut flour, and erythritol. The batter for these keto cream cheese brownies will be thicker than you are used to with regular brownies. Almond flour cannot be substituted for the coconut flour in a 1-to-1 ratio. You would need probably 1.5 cups of almond flour to get the right consistency. Please note that I have not experimented with this ratio, so I cannot guarantee the results. Also, the nutrition facts would be different, so take that into consideration. While you can substitute stevia for the erythritol in this recipe, please note that it will not be a 1-to-1 ratio swap. Stevia is much more concentrated in sweetness, and can actually taste bitter in large quantities. I have not tested this recipe using granulated stevia, so I am unsure how it would change the batter consistency and taste or affect the final outcome. Check out the links in the description of this video to get more information about this keto cheesecake brownies recipes, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share.